Coastal flooding and March go hand in hand. In 2018 alone, we had 4 nor'easters that brought many days of coastal flooding to here in South Jersey. And for today, we're at Ocean City Fire Department talking to you about how we're keeping your community safe through the additional resources and some of their people movers that they have here in the region. You're on the road for March Madness. All right, so we are here at Ocean City Fire Department. We are with John Quigley Jr. He is a captain here at Ocean City Fire Department. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today.
No problem.
And obviously, you know, pretty nice weather today, just a little chilly out. But March is no stranger to winter and coastal storms. I think that's one of the things most people think of here. And I want to go back to last March where we had back-to-back nor'easters. Do you remember anything specifically from that period of time, and any stories you want to share?
I do remember that time. It was it was during the middle of the day. It was actually when that nor'easter came through and the flooding, and you know, obviously all the people in town that are here during the day and the workers. So it did catch us by surprise, even though we do watch the weather and everything else. But we had the storm trucks deployed, and we did pull all the people out of their houses with medical emergencies and people stuck in the water for trying to drive through the water.
Right.
So.
And you make a great point about that. I mean, I try to say it all the time, but can you explain why you don't want people to drive through flooded waters when there's coastal flooding?
Well, first of all, you don't know what's in the water. You can't see. And if you have to think about driving through the water, is it a good idea? It's probably not a good idea. Try and stay on the higher roads. And especially if you drive fast through the water, you're not only affecting your car, but you're making a wave that affects the houses that people own. So you can push garage doors in, you can push front doors in, making their problem even worse. By you driving fast, it just makes it worse for everybody. So
yeah, absolutely. I like that too. It's also salt water, which does corrode.
Exactly.
So
yes.
there's also that for you as well. Another storm, or another series of storms we could talk about, was a couple years ago during Sandy, of course. So you said you were here during that time, and there were 2 structure fires that you had to deal with during Sandy. And talk about what kind of equipment you need to use to deal with the rain and the wind and the coastal flooding during that time.
During Sandy, we did have older military trucks from the 60s. They did work for us. They were a little bit lower than these ones. But we were able to do everything we could to put the fires out in those 2 situations. And
great segue into what was going to be my next question. Tell us about some of the equipment we have here in the yard. So what is this truck that we're looking at right now?
This is our military high water truck. It has some firefighter capabilities, carry some tools, some hose. This is what we primarily use to get around town. We don't want to drive our expensive fire trucks through the salt water, as you said, with corrosion and everything. Our ambulances as well, because we run the ambulance, so we don't want to drive anything like that through the water. So we send this first. They check out the scene, and if we need more help, we just bring in more help. There's some seats back there for the firefighters.
Okay, so you guys keep comfortable too.
We try to.
Try to keep comfortable.
It's equipped mostly with pretty much a lot of the stuff a fire truck does have.
Got it. And we're going to show you guys a little bit more equipment that they have here in just a little bit. So, Captain Quigley, tell us where we are right now.
We are in the back of what we call our people movers. We have 3 of these vehicles. They all hold 10 to 11 seats in them. We acquired these through the GSA surplus government stuff, and we installed all these seats and converted them to moving people and installed the ladders as well.
Right. And would you say how often in any given year are you using this?
A few times a year.
A few times a year.
Especially ambulance calls where they have to be removed from their houses and the ambulance can't get there. We can put the stretcher in here. We can put backboards in here. So this is a very useful tool for us.
You know, there was a study done, and we reported on it ourselves. According to the Union Concerned Scientists, Ocean City would see 39% of its housing stock being chronically flooding by 2045. There is no future mitigation. And do you guys factor that into your plans?
Absolutely. We change our action plans for any kind of response we do, especially all the houses are being raised. We have taller ground ladders now. We do encounter a lot of stuff like that.
Right.
Change what we have to change.
Okay. And, you know, talking about future plans, what do you guys have in future here in Ocean City to help fight fires or provide emergency services during future flooding events? And we were saying off camera, you think it's happening a little bit more, and you know, there can always be another huge coastal storm or like the storm of 62 that can come on by and really wreak havoc here.
Absolutely. We're always thinking ahead, and we're trying to come up with another way to have a fully functioning fire apparatus, as you would say, with more firefighter capabilities to keep the town safer. And we're working with we're working on that right now.
Okay, all right. And I know one piece of equipment that you guys are trying out is this military surplus equipment that would let you fight fires and coastal flooding. You guys are in the very beginning, early stages of this.
It's an early stage of it right now. It's almost allowing us to bring more equipment to fight the fire.
Okay.
And like I said, keep our guys safer, most importantly, and protect the houses around here.
Okay, and let me ask you one more question. Looking at towns, around here in New Jersey, maybe beyond, is there anything you see that other towns are doing well that you would like to implement here?
It's a collective, collaboration. Obviously we could talk to other towns, see what they're doing. Working together is the great thing, but most importantly, keeping the firemen safe and the citizens safe that we rescue and get them out of their houses and cars especially. So.
All right, Captain Quigley, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it.
No
No really bad weather in the next couple of days. In fact, some spring-like weather here, so we won't need any of this equipment.
Yeah.
But we'll be enjoying. We'll have that in the 7-day forecast coming up in a little bit. Thanks again to Captain Quigley for his time, and we're inside Fire Station 3, even though it really should be outside, at least for a little bit of the day. We had a lot of bright blue sky for us, even though temperatures were on the chilly side, like here in Ocean City, struggled to get out of the low 40s. Now, we will be done with that wintry feeling weather for at least several days here, and a warm up to spring will be in the cards. As we go through this evening, any clouds that are around, they're going to be giving way to a clear sky as we go through the evening. Temperatures fall through the 40s and into the 30s pretty quickly. By midnight, we should be below 32 most everywhere on the mainland. Shore should be a little bit milder here thanks to the, at least for at night, milder ocean waters, which are in the low 40s. Waking up on Thursday morning, we're talking about low temperatures in the mid-20s for places like Hamilton and Vineland and Millville. But along the shore, like here in Ocean City, should be around 32 degrees. You're going to need that winter jacket to start, especially if you're heading to the bus stop or commuting to work. But by the time we get towards the afternoon, you can take that jacket off. Just a light sweater is all you'll need here for today. Temperatures spot on seasonable for this time of year as high pressure slips slowly to the east. That gives us more of a southerly wind. Temperatures will be between 50 to 55 degrees for our Thursday, and all with a good amount of sunshine. Now, as we go into Thursday night, clouds increase. And as we go into Friday, we're going to exchange the cloud cover for warmer temperatures and spring fever here. We've been talking about it for a couple of days. It will come on Friday. Temperatures in the mainland in the mid-60s. Even a few places further west could be around 70 degrees as you get closer to I-95. Again, with a mostly cloudy sky. And at the shore, even though we have a southwest wind, that is a little bit of a sea breeze for parts of the area. And I do think it will be cooler, but still not that bad in the upper 50s. We'll have a mild night as we go through our Friday night. So all you need, again, just a light sweater or jacket to get you through. Low temperatures will be well into the 40s by the time we get towards Saturday morning. And then we really shoot up. A warm front moves through the region. We'll have a strong southwesterly breeze. Temperatures 70 degrees along and west of the Parkway, even a few mid-70s. Again, in those further west places in Atlantic and Cumberland counties. East of the Parkway on the mainland should be in the mid-60s to around 70. Then at the shore, again, probably going to be in the upper 50s here. Not too bad, but cooler than where we'll be on the mainland. Our next shot of rain will come on Sunday, and with that will be a cold front that will end this really warm weather. But before we get to that cold front, temperatures should be in the 60s during the day. Expecting a couple of hours of rain, not a washout, and we'll tidy up those times for you as we go through the day on Thursday for you. Behind that, after we go into Monday and Tuesday, temperatures are on the chilly side again, probably staying in the upper 40s here. And then we're watching for a coastal system as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. We will be following that closely as we go into the weekend. So from here at Ocean City Fire Department, I'm Meteorologist Joe Martucci, and you're on the road.